There we go. I think our notifications are all out. Welcome back, folks. We are continuing the adventures of Tiny Tim as we head deeper into Alola. Now, as for what we're doing exactly today, well, we just got access to Route 3, which means we should be free to try and get a couple of encounters. Oh. We're actually going to pause because I want to double check encounter locations, but I believe this is one of the locations where we've got a pretty decent shot at encountering Cutiefly, who I would just like to get a hold of pretty early if we can. Yes, this patch of grass is probably our best bet. Unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do to guarantee Cutiefly yet. Or any Pokemon that's going to be especially good in the early game. But this particular patch of grass right above me has, out of the valid encounters, 25% of them are Cutiefly. Luckily, we've triggered the young goose dupes. We got cute. Okay then. Hey, Bean Arching, welcome to the stream. We just got quite lucky. And for a brief time for the next little bit, Cutiefly will actually still be helpful, simply because we're coming up on the fighting type gym. Cutiefly, I think, will learn Draining Kiss before we actually get there. Yeah. Keep eating the Pokeballs. Stay put, Cutiefly. Oh. It broke out and used Struggle Bug. Now, I think our best bet for dealing with all of its moves is gonna be Drifloon, just because Drawstring is really bulky for an unevolved Pokemon. You know what? Let's chuck a Nest Ball, why not? Okay. Let's use a few Confides. Try and cut its special attack so it doesn't do as much damage. One more Astonish, sadly, because of its shield dust. We can't flinch with Astonish. Oh, well. I forgot we were carrying an Oranberry, but yeah, worth it. I did go on off stream and add more of the items that are currently farmable. I'm gonna throw one more Nest Ball, just because I like the idea of Cutiefly being in a Nest Ball. It's probably actually lower odds than a Pokeball, but whatever. Okay, we got ourselves a Cutiefly. That is one of the few Pokemon that we can fully evolve in this. So let's take a look at Cutiefly real quick. And I'm just pulling up the stat spread. Pity it wasn't shiny. That pink design is actually just absolutely adorable. Oh, it might have the honey gather ability, which would definitely be worse. But let's be hopeful. So, at the moment, Absorb, Fairy Wind, Stun Spore, and Struggle Bug. So it's got both stab moves, and Struggle Bug is decently powerful for this stage. Also, Silver Wind comes on at level 13. It doesn't evolve fully until level 25. And we might even hold that off for a level to pick up Bug Buzz before it evolves. Oh, except when it evolves, it gets Pollen Puff, which is just better. Or at least as good. Welcome to the stream, Lastborn. How's it going? We just caught this little cutie fly. But yeah, this thing will evolve into one of our Pokemon with the most longevity, so we need to make sure to keep it safe. Especially since it gets a really powerful setup move in Quiver Dance. Depending on how things work out, we may even decide to hold off on its evolution for quite a while until we get Quiver Dance, because that gets it like 8 levels earlier than normal. But that would mean pretty much just benching it for an extended period, because once we get past the fighting gym that's coming up, Cutiefly is not going to be that usable. It's fast, but it's extremely frail and doesn't hit that hard. Okay, well, anyway. And we will name you Short. And let's see your summary. Shield Dust. Yes, that is by far the better option. And honestly, minus speed is a little bit annoying, but at the same time, this thing is so fast that in a lot of situations it won't matter, and plus special attack is really good. So I'd say we about broke even. Let's add to the party. In place of Jean. There we go. Slip past that trainer. And I made sure not to follow the right-hand path because you could see a little shadow circling on the ground. That's a flying Pokemon, and both flying Pokemon in this area are legal encounters, but not especially good encounters. So I was playing the odds with the hopes of getting that Cutiefly, and it worked. So, oh, it looks like we do have another match with Pokemon Trainer How coming up pretty quick here. Oh, and some berries. There's no point to picking these up. I've already got tons and tons of berries. Okay, we can't even pick those up without battling the Crabrawler. Anyway, let's give out some held items, actually. Since a few of these guys have eaten their berries now, and I don't want to be caught unprepared. Give an Oranberry. Give an oranberry. And drawstring gets a citrus berry, which apparently is farmable from that tree that we were just looking at. So I'm pretty sure... Yeah. I didn't know what the encounter range was on those flying guys, so... decided not to risk it when we were passing through before. It doesn't help that my shadow looks like it could be one of them. Because I'll be honest, for a second there I thought that one of them was zeroing in on me. Just about to dive bomb me. Hey there, person. Is this Melee Meadow? Yes, it is. Okay, another potential encounter, but a tricky one. This is a potential Oricorio encounter. Though at the same time, Oricorio is not the only Pokemon here that's legal. So let's see, it's about a third of the encounter rate here overall for legal Pokemon, because we've already activated our Cutiefly dupe by getting our Cutiefly from the route outside. And the other encounters are Cottony, which is a 50% chance where our rules are concerned, and Caterpie, which is a 1/6 chance. Honestly, oh, okay, so we got plot stuff that we can deal with real quick. Maybe ran off into the meadow. Okay, well, unfortunately for her, I'm not actually going to try and do this right away. I probably shouldn't be leading with short right here. Yeah, because the trouble is we don't have anything that takes better than neutral damage from Oricorio's Peck attack, and it's going to be kind of hard to actually land in the Pokeball. And we've got plenty of Pokemon for dealing with the upcoming trial, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that one where it is for now. So this guy is an ace trainer. Guessing he'll be right down the bottom here. This is the ace trainer who carries red cards, which means that when you hit their Pokemon, you're forced to switch out. But yeah, these guys have competitive EV spreads and IV spreads and are generally pretty dangerous, so we're not going to deal with them unless we actually need to. Okay. So with that said, what about this guy? I'm guessing this is Rising Star Joshua. Okay, well, I didn't mean to get into that fight. He just turned farther than I expected. Luckily, the only move on his Pokemon is Ember. Board should be able to deal with this pretty easily. I'm just using Oran Berries as my form of healing at the moment. Yeah, we would have had to fight him regardless, just to get through here. And I think getting through here is required. I could be wrong. Oh, Pecha Berry. That's one of the few berries that we can get, that we had but didn't have a renewable source of. So now we've got a renewable source of that one. That's nice. Ah, and Wild Bagon. See, if I ever do my dragon-only run in Ultra Moon, this area is where I'm going to pick up a Salamence, actually. Not even a Bagon. Just gonna jump straight to Salamence. And that's where it connects back to Route 1. So, with that said, I think I'm gonna take a minute here and get Short up to level 12. Hang on, just want to check something. So this thing gives attack. I'm gonna run. The trouble is we don't have a great source of special attack EVs, and I'd really like to be paying attention to EVs as we go along. I think our best bet might be maybe down here. I know there are Slowpoke and Wingull. Slowpoke might give defense instead of special attack, but that's doable. I just don't want to waste any attack EVs on Short. And Stun Spore on short will be potentially useful. We're starting to get, at the very least, a few ways to cheese fights that are difficult for us, instead of just having to hope that nothing goes wrong. Wait. Oh, it called an ally Slowpoke. Yeah, let's go ahead and struggle bug them down. Hang on, this might be working pretty well. We're just chaining the SOS calls. I don't think this is what's referred to as SOS chaining. So I think SOS chaining is specifically worried about getting encounters, and that's why it's frequently banned in Nuzlocke. Because it can be a way to change what Pokemon you're encountering. But as I said, if I do my Dragon-only Nuzlocke, I'm going to legalize it just because it allows the early Salamence that makes the run possible. Also, in case it wasn't clear, yes, I am standing again today. Gotta avoid sitting too much. It's not good for you. Wait, why am I still going? I'm past level 12. Also, I feel like my computer might be running faster today. Hold up. I just want to check something. Configure... Where do I control? Huh. I can't remember where I set the max speed for when I toggle speed up mode. Huh. Can't seem to find it. That's weird. Oh well, anyway. Short is up to level. And we should go back to Melee Meadow. We'll probably use should probably use repels to get through the meadow, so we don't get any encounters. Let's see now, where do I keep those? There are my rebels. And since everything in this meadow is level 12 or below, we should be... Wait. Oh, but I'm not leading... No, I am. How did that happen? I'm using a repel. Maybe I need my level 13 in front? Now, there is only one trainer here. Oh, there isn't even one trainer in here during Sun and Moon. Hello. Well, that guy said something that sounded pretty concerning about for the state of his relationship. Hello, what are you? Oh yeah, their relationship is not going to last. Oh, I wasn't really prepared for this, but I think I should be fine. Didn't realize that it was going to force me into this battle right away. But I'm leading Crabrawler, which is just about my strongest attacking Pokemon right now. So let's see. His Pikachu has Growl, Play Nice, Quick Attack, and Electroball. So it can lower my attack if it gets the chance. That said, I am just going to go ahead and use Brick Break. Oh, I don't like that Electroball. Okay, and now he'll bring in Litten, which is no trouble. It's carrying Lick now, which could potentially paralyze something on my team, but Boxer is fine. Okay, Boxer, you're going to come back, and we will go ahead and send in Board. Now, we're a bit under level for this because, well, I didn't know this was going to happen the second we walked out of here, but still got way more Pokemon than him. So as long as all of them can take a couple of hits, we should be fine. Like, as long as we don't get paralyzed right here, we've won. Even the crit burn isn't really an issue. I decided to add some Wind Waker songs to the playlist for today. Got a nice island feel going. Good job, Board. Okay. I need to turn off speed up if I want to be able to control where my character is going. Poison barb. Okay. Now we'll head back to Mom, get a quick heal, and then we'll do our training for the island Kahuna. The Grand Trial, aka the Fighting Gym Leader. I'm not certain what the Grand Trial consists of. Like, I'm not certain if there will be other matches before fighting the Kahuna. Did you not heal? Oh no, you did heal my Pokemon. Maybe Hal healed my Pokemon after the match, I'm not sure. Okay, anyway. Route 1 in Iki Town. So it's only showing a single match here. I wish Drifloon could learn Work Up. That would make things pretty easy. As it is, I don't think it's our best call to try and use Drifloon as our main option. Just because a crit pursuit from Crabrawler on the switch out could actually be really bad. And I don't want to rely on minimize strats, because evasion-based strats are just notoriously unreliable. Yeah, it looks like all we have to do right now is get ready for the Grand Trial, so let's start getting our Pokemon up to level 15. And I think once we're close, we'll try and grab Oricorio. Once we've got a few levels on it, that'll make things easier. Actually, you know, I think Minimize is slightly better than Focus Energy. keep forgetting to use Fairy Wind on Wingles. Wants to learn Silver Wind, and you know what? That is a pretty solid step up from anything Absorb offers. Like, I like grass coverage and all, but Silver Wind is a solid step up in power. Come to think of it, I've got a silver powder that I could give Short to make his bug type move stronger. I'm getting all of these, by the way, by just mixing in mouse clicks whenever Wingull shows up. It's longer than it would be if I was just mashing A, but it's faster than trying to toggle at full speed or turn down speed, and somehow I accidentally went for Fairy Wind, got it, all against a Slowpoke. This should be the last one, I'm guessing. Nope, one more. Okay, we got you up to 14. I'm getting them all up to 14 first, then we're going to go and try and catch Oricorio. Then we will finish prepping for the next gym. And yes, I realize this is really fast. If you have an issue with like flashing images or anything, maybe look away. I probably should have said that earlier. But yeah. Actually, what would have been slightly faster for training special attack, I think, and speed is the graveyard, since Ghastly and Zubat spawn there all hours of the day, and I'm pretty sure Misdreavus gives special attack EVs too. Well, that went kind of poorly. I don't actually think that's a great place for us to be training these guys. Let's try here in town. Again, I can't remember if Wingull gives speed or special attack. It's one of the two, but I'd just rather run away than look it up. Honestly, despite the potential power of focus energy, you know what, there's no point. Most opponents don't know how to switch. We're going to take a second and reorder movesets on some of these guys. Can go up top with quick attack below it. Just bump work up to the end. That one's in order. Baby doll eyes to the end. In order. Swap Silverwind with Strugglebug. Strugglebug is about the most reliable move on Cutiefly right now. Okay, there we go. Shouldn't be too much longer. Luckily, with the speed up, the grinding is pretty quick here. So the main goal, obviously we're trying to get Oricorio and we're hoping to beat the Grand Trial before too long. Oh, I didn't mean to run there. Oh well. Apart from that, I'm not totally sure how much we'll get done today, just because, again, I don't know my way around these games. So I don't really know the pacing or where a lot of the minor tricky fights are. There we go. And I'm going to switch to sitting because my back is starting to get tired. I don't have like one of those standing work pads or anything that helps with the ergonomics. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Nothing got messed up there. And real quick, I am going to go ahead and see what Wingull gives. Speed. Okay, so Wingull is worth fighting after all. Yes, I realize that I'm poisoned, but I got into a battle that I could finish in one turn, so, you know. Really? Oh wait, there's a Pokemon Center that's like a lot closer, and also is closer to another grass patch that is easier to farm for encounters in. Hold up, I'm just gonna do a quick Google, because this is going too fast. Like the emulator speed. Okay, so it looks like it got removed. The ability to control how much speed up you get got removed. That's annoying. I liked being able to run it at 300% exactly. No. Keep old moves. This isn't my dragon playthrough. Supersonic doesn't give me anything that I really need. Someday we're going to do that run. It's going to be insane. Especially because I don't think that getting a Salamence right off the bat will even trivialize it. Like, it'll make it possible in a way that Bagon wouldn't have. Because trying to get through like 5 trials with just Noibat and Bagon before we get anything to evolve or a stronger Pokemon would just be a nightmare, and more than likely would just fail. But I think it'll still be pretty difficult with a Salamence. Which is just kinda nuts. Only positive is that I don't see any major Ice-type users in the first leg of the game. Probably one more battle, and then we'll have the chance to go and fight and try and catch, hopefully, an Oricorio. No, Cutoff is not evolving quite yet. We're gonna cut you off. Okay. As far as who to lead into this, I'm thinking Drawstring, just because Drawstring can take a good number of hits from the potential Oricorio. Yeah, if we pop into Melee Meadow, again, Oricorio is best case. Worst case is Caterpie, because we can't even evolve that thing into Metapod. Middle ground with 50% odds is Cottony, which could be useful, but would fall off pretty fast because Whimsicott is just a little bit too strong. Give them held items, we gotta open up the bag. Okay, everyone has their berries. Should be good here. I would consider damage buff items, like including maybe even the Z Crystal if this was about beating the Pokemon, but this is just about trying to catch it, which means we don't really want to be doing much damage. Okay, it's a Cutiefly. It's a Cottony. Oh well. We can get Oricorio in a lot of locations, so this isn't too bad, but I was hoping we could get it early. It would have been pretty helpful for a couple of upcoming things, but Cottony can be potentially good into the water trial. Okay, so we're gonna want to switch because those seeds. Also, this Cottony clearly doesn't have Prankster, which means it's got Infiltrator, which is useless unless the opponent decides to use Screens or Substitute. We'll switch into Short. And sadly, we do have to deal with the Stun Spore. But now, we can just start chucking Pokeballs. There we go. I think we will go with camo for you. Let's see Camo's summary. Really, minus an adamant nature and infiltrator? Come on. You just hate me, don't you? That is the worst nature available. Except maybe plus attack minus speed. Could have been slightly worse, but anyway. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, it'll pick up... It doesn't... Oh, it does have its fairy typing already. That's at least nice. And it has Leech Seed. So it could potentially help us with the upcoming Grand Trial. Not that we needed much help. We've got a really strong matchup into the Grand Trial. But anyway... Ugh. At least it wasn't Caterpie. The odds were in favor of Cottony being what came out of this, but whatever. It has some good moves, including Growth, which is, outside of Sun, basically work up. We'll add Camo to the party real quick, temporarily, while we go to train it up. I don't know why I'm fighting the young goose at all. I want the speed and special attack. Oh, we don't even have Absorb anymore because this thing's leveled out of it. I mean, that's not a big deal. It's not a very good move. And we got Fairy Wind for stab. Quick switch, especially because we're confused. The thing is, we're Leech Seeding that one to death, and now we've got Leech Seed on both. We will be gaining a lot more health than they're dealing to us. we're running out of fairy winds. Oh my gosh, we're moving too fast to talk to our mom and get a heal. Yes, I did know that we were confused there by the Wingull, but I figured we would take our chances. Honestly, I'm just trying to blitz through this. We don't hit hard at all with that adamant nature. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're out of fairy winds. You know what? As long as we can manage it, I'm just gonna keep leech seeding these guys. Okay, now... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna keep mashing moves until this thing goes down to its own... to its leech seed. Don't worry, after this fight, we should have a grass move. The question is what to get rid of. Because honestly, all our moves are pretty good at the moment. If I had to pick one though, I'd probably drop Growth just because Cottony really isn't a setup Pokemon. And we can't evolve it into a Pokemon that is a setup Pokemon. Of course, that decision would have been made easier if we had Prankster instead of Infiltrator, but... I know it's hard to see given how fast the screen is moving, but we are making progress. A few more minutes of this and we should hopefully be ready to take on the Kahuna. It's officially nighttime in-game. The funny thing is, when I start up the game, it's basing it on my system clock, but then as the game goes along, it bases it on how fast the game is playing. So even though it knew that it was like 11:30 when the game started, because of how much speed up it's been on now, it probably thinks it's after like 6 o'clock. Also, I don't know what time nighttime starts in this game. Positive though, Cottonee evolves via stone, meaning we'll never have to worry about canceling evolutions on it. Once we use our last Mega Drain, we'll have to go and heal Camo up. Probably do it in the Pokemon Center instead of at Mom's house. Oh wait, actually, that depends entirely on whether we manage to hit level 14 before we, or level 15 before we finish. Might not be reasonable, actually, because I don't think we've got enough Fairy Wind to get there. I don't think we've got enough attacking moves combined to get there. It's taking about 2 Fairy Winds for most of these Winkles. I love how I'm basically just playing in my own front yard. Like, supposedly I've gone off on a Pokemon adventure, but in reality, most of what I'm doing is just in my front yard. Okay, and there's level 15. So let's swap over to short now. Interestingly, I don't even think Slowpoke is a legal encounter. I think it's too tall. I think it's like 3 feet long. One thing I don't know if I've talked about, but I really like the remixed music they have in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, in Rito Village, they play a remix of this classic Dragon Roost Island song. About to level up. Probably our next battle. Okay, that should make it pretty doable. These Wingles aren't getting much luck when they try to call for help. Just a couple more battles. Luckily, starters are on a really fast level curve. By design, they level up really quickly. It makes the early game grinding easier, and in a casual playthrough, it'll tend to let your starter get a little bit overpowered. Which can be quite fun. That one should be the level. Aquajet, yeah, why not? Oh. You know, honestly, it's practically the same damage as water. It's practically the same base stat as Water Gun, and Aquajet comes with priority. I'm gonna go for it. soon enough we'll probably learn like Water Pulse or something anyway. Heal up the team. And then use the PC. Okay, yep, now... I'll stick you in the box so that I don't accidentally get you in a battle at some point. Okay. At the very least, it's nice when we're one-shotting stuff, because that just means more matches and faster leveling. One challenge with this game is not only that I'm trying to find the Pokemon that have a lot of potential for the late game, since those are fewer and farther between, but I need to remember to take advantage of the strengths of the Pokemon that we've already got, especially the ones that aren't going to scale as well, because now is the time when I want to use them. Like Yungoos, honestly, with that adamant nature, hits really hard. It's probably got one of the higher attack stats on the team, short of Romper, and Romper is hampered by that hustle ability as much as she benefits from it. So, as far as reliable attacks, Jean has Breakneck Blitz to do just an absolute crud ton of damage. And that's a nice thing to have. Well, Jean could be our Z Crystal user, since we've only got the one Z Crystal at the moment. Once we get a little bit later into the game, I expect we'll have to worry. This is a challenge that's going to keep getting harder as the game progresses, at a pace faster than that of the game itself. The fact that this music is so fast-paced is really fitting for this grinding session because of how fast the game is running right now. Odor Sleuth could hypothetically come up. Probably not, though, considering we already have dark coverage. For those who are wondering, I'm fairly certain that Pichu gives speed IVs. And if that wasn't the case, it would probably give attack IVs, actually, because Pikachu's attack stat is higher than its special attack stat. Which is definitely a bit of a weird detail about Pokemon's mascot. Of course, for a little while there, it did make Volt Tackle a move of behemoth destructive power when buffed by Electroball. Almost to 14. Forgot to do leveling on this guy earlier when we were leveling the rest of the team to 14. And as much as this isn't the most exciting content, I'd really like to get, I'd really like to keep all of the party at the same level for the moment, so that whatever fight happens to be coming up, we can pick the best team. Eventually, we'll probably stop worrying about keeping everyone at the right level, or we'll handle the leveling with rare candies to save grind time. But at the moment, especially since I feel like we really need the EVs, I kind of prefer to do the leveling manually. That was our last tackle. You know what? We're gonna do the leveling on drawstring real quick. That way we can take drawstring out of the party and just turn on the experience share for the rest of the party, because the rest of the bunch are all physical attackers. So we'll be fighting more or less the same enemies for all of them. That'll just speed things along a bit. Geez, the Wingles really have no luck getting help to show up. Phoenix City. And the real reason that I'm doing it like that is so that I don't actually have to bring Romper to the front of the party, hopefully at any point during this, because that'll just make training go faster. Have to keep an eye out in case it says one of our party members leveled up. There's a reason I love the Phoenix City theme, and I don't think it's hard to figure out. This song's an absolute bomb. Besides, it'll save me trips to the Pokemon Center in case, like, Young Goose here, in case Jean runs out of tackles or something, because I do think it's splitting up the experience rather than just letting everyone get a piece of it. But I could be wrong. If I slowed it down, I could check, but that would involve slowing down. Yeah, we want roughly the same EV profile on all of the rest of our Pokemon, so there's not much point in not using the experience share while grinding. Boxer hitting level 15, so let's go drop Boxer off. Why is it that suddenly I'm getting, just because I took a wrong turn, I'm suddenly getting 2 encounters every step? let's take a look. How close are we? 82, 416, 381. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to use Romper for her own grinding for a little bit. One thing we need to remember here is that we need to let Cutoff evolve when he tries to. Sorry, kinda sore. And of course we get paralyzed, so let's go and heal up. Yeah, I'm just doing everything I possibly can to avoid having to actually use Romper for fighting. Consequently, Romper is going to have like the best EVs just because she is getting experience at half speed. Yeah, we're only a step or so away from leveling up with Cutoff. Okay, time for the first evolution of the run. Now that Cutoff knows Pluck, we can go ahead, have him evolve, and then never have him evolve again. To be fair, Pick-a-Peck is a nice design for one of the basic birds. Like, I like it. Of course, Trumbeak is probably a pretty large step down, if I'm honest, and Toucanon is just its own thing. I can't even compare it to other basic birds because it's gotten really weird. Well, we should go and talk to that person who wanted to see a Drifloon. Okay, so we switch Romper up front, and we turn off the experience share. Yeah, we should probably go and find that person who wanted a Drifloon and who wanted to see a Drifloon and show them ours. Same thing with Cutifly. It's a pity that all of the major bosses at this stage of the game carry dark type coverage, because otherwise a ghost only run of this game could be really cool. Especially since there is a ghost type. Like, there are a couple of ghost types prior to the first trial. Even though they're after the first Elima fight against the first trial captain. Okay, I think we're almost there. Okay, now let's look into what team we're going to pull out for the gym. So definitely not our dark and normal type. In fact, it's pretty straightforward. We have 4 Pokemon that all have a good matchup, like a pretty strong matchup into fighting types. 2 Pokemon with a neutral matchup for the most part. And 2 Pokemon with a bad matchup. So let's take a look at the party now. Let's give out Wormberries. Well, most of them already had them. But yeah. Ghost and Flying gives a really strong matchup, but unfortunately 2 of the 3 Pokemon we're about to go up against are carrying Dark-type coverage, which limits the use of Drawstring. So we're not going to be leading Drawstring into this. Probably going to go ahead and lead Cutoff into this, because... There you have it. That's why we're leading Cutoff into this. Now, we're going to be leading Cutoff into this just because Cutoff should be able to outspeed and most likely one-shot the Mankey in the front. And we probably won't want to switch Cutoff in on the Crabrawler in the back until it's wasted its Z-move. Short is the best matchup into that one. We should take a look at Drawstring's HP compared to the rest of the party. It's in the 50s while the rest are in low 40s at best. But yeah, Short is our best matchup into the last one. But Cutoff should be able to clear through the first 2 pretty easily. It should be practically free. We might even... Huh. There are some possibilities there as to what we do about the Makuhita, but it's by far the least worrisome of the Pokemon in this matchup. Camo will just be there as backup mainly. Good resistance to fighting type moves, the ability to throw out a Leech Seed or a Stun Spore, and super effective stab fairy moves will be nice. Board also has fairy coverage, and then Boxer is just packing a really strong fighting type move, so especially since our other Pokemon have a really, really bad matchup into the next gym. Hang on, were you the guy who wanted to see a Drifloon? No. Someone else. Someone in town, I think. It was you. Okay, we got money. I'll take it. I think there was a person here who wanted Pewterfly, yeah. It's a bit easier to dodge the flying Pokemon, actually, than to dodge the trainers spinning and stuff. Okay. With all that, I think it's time for the grand trial. So yeah, we got cut off. We got all of them carrying berries. And I think that's going to be our best bet for this matchup. Hi, Hala. Let's go. Now, the real challenge of this is that his team is very well competitively trained. Oh, wait, hang on. We're on the wrong music for this, though. Okay, we're leading him with Cutoff. Pluck. I'm hoping that Pluck will be a one-shot. Yeah, but we're never gonna outspeed because this thing is maxed out in speed. It just wasn't gonna happen. But we can do enough damage to be getting on with here. Okay, now we'll pivot into Drawstring. So, we have one of the few instances where someone actually knows how to switch. With that said, we're now going to switch into a Pokemon that Brawler just can't deal with. We are going to get hit by a full power pursuit, and we would have been fine if it hadn't crit. Okay, first death of attempt 2, and sadly it's one of the best Pokemon that we had access to at this stage of the game. You're gonna regret that, kid. I knew he was going to use a potion, so why not go ahead and stun Spore? I might need a trainer document to see how many items these people can throw around. If he hadn't gotten a crit, we could have taken the one pursuit. Paula, I'm really kind of starting to hate you. I'm gonna send in Camo for this one. Especially because, I mean, we would have been immune to the flinch from Fake Out, but it's whatever. Drop a Leech Seed. This thing will barely be able to touch us. And it's got a high hit point stat. Okay. Well, I knew this was going to be rough, and I didn't know that a crit would get a kill there. It's probably going to get 5 hits, because why not? Yep. 5 hits, one of which was a crit, because of course. Starting to think this guy is cheating. That's really rough though. Like, with how difficult this game does get, I don't know for sure if Drifloon would have scaled well into the late game the way that it did in Pokemon Y. But it still would have been very useful into the mid-game. And even in the late game, it had potential to go baton passing stockpile boosts and such. So that would have been nice. I'll stop laughing. You murdered one of my Pokemon. Got the fighting type Z Crystal. So now we get to use Tauros when we want to go places. So it's the Y button to... got False Swipe, so that'll help with catching Pokemon. So yeah. And plot. So those rocks, I believe, can be dealt with using the Riding Tauros. And unfortunately, the first casualty of our run is Drawstring. We didn't even get to see his full potential. I'm sorry, Drawstring. You showed a lot of promise and I squandered it. I should have just dealt with that Makuhita using one of the Pokemon that wasn't weak to dark moves. I knew that thing in the back had Pursue, and I took a risk. Now, we're going to a couple of places just where there are some stray rocks sitting about. Okay. We got the TM for Thief. That's very useful. Okay, so that's one of the places that we can use those that we can break rocks. I don't think there are any in the Mele Meadows. Ah, but there are some right here. Infestation. That could potentially be useful on shore. I'm still kind of curious if anyone here has yet managed to figure out what my naming convention is. I think if we go far enough back here, we'll be able to find a cave. Oh, so Bonsly isn't available until you get Tauros Charge, okay. Or maybe that's just in this game. Maybe the way we have to go to get to the cave is down along the beach here? Yep, there it is. So, now we're entering 10 Carat Hill, which is the first place that we get the chance to try and catch a Carbink. There's also a potential Mawile... Oh wait, no, that's Ultra Sun. Never mind. So yeah, unfortunately, now I remember why I wanted a Alolan Diglett. Because this is one of the Pokemon that we can encounter in this cave is a Alolan Diglett, which means that if we had gotten it before, we would have a dupe. But as it is, the odds of us actually getting Carbink, the best encounter in this cave, are pretty low. Because not only do we have a chance of running into Alolan Diglett, but we have the most common encounter here is Roggenrola. Now I'm going to see if I can punk out Murphy's Law. If we lead Boxer, will Murphy's Law decide to send Carbink against us? Because Carbink is the only Pokemon in here, apart from Zubat, with a good matchup into Boxer. Either way. Okay. Gaming Murphy's Law! So that right there is by far the best encounter that we've even seen in this entire game. And I'm going to check what moves it's carrying because I don't want to mess this up. So, Carbink at level 11. Shiny would have been really cool. Sadly, we didn't get that, but the odds are like 1 in 8,000 or something, so who cares. Tackle, Harden, Sharpen, and Rock Throw. So we resist Rock Throw, which means we're pretty safe. We're gonna go for a Brick Break. I don't even think a crit will kill this. Yeah, a crit wouldn't have even killed it. Oh, and Carbink is calling for help. But help didn't appear. That's probably for the best. I don't want to have to deal with 2 Pokemon there. And the SOS Pokemon would have been a Sableye. Which, at this level, might know Nightshade, which could have made this match pretty dangerous. But now we will pull out a Great Ball. Are you going to stay in the Pokeball? Yes! We got Carbink! That's actually so lucky. So just to put it into perspective, in the route overall, there's a 30% chance each for Roggenrola and Zubat. There's a 20% chance each for Carbink and Diglett. So since Zubat is too tall, we were rolling with only 70% overall, 20% of which was Carbink. So we had a 2 out of 7 chance of getting Carbink as our first legal encounter. And that's not great. We had more than twice that chance to get something that would have been just pretty bad overall throughout the game. And we couldn't even get dupes with Roggenrola anywhere else. Roggenrola is only available in 10 Carat Hill. If we wanted to wait it out to get, oh, and Boldore isn't even a legal encounter, so we couldn't have gotten that, even if it didn't involve waiting the vast majority of the game. Guys, we got Carbink. That is so good. And Carbink will be named Hiking. And I guess we can go back to more chill music. Yeah, let's get some Rustboro theme. and we're definitely adding you to the party. In place of... I'm thinking camo. While we're in here, we're gonna go ahead and put short up front. Just because short is one of our faster Pokemon, make it easier to run from enemies. Because we're just not going to deal with any of this. There's that Roggenrola I was worried about. Surprisingly, it took a pretty long while for that to turn up. Okay. Slow down so that I don't walk off the edge again. Okay, so Tauros Charge can't move that. Rockruff was also a valid encounter, but we would have had to rappel our way through the cave to get here, and like Roggenrola, it's a pretty bad encounter, because we could never evolve it. That's right, Boldor is almost 3 feet. Carbink was well and above the best encounter in there, because... Here, I'll actually show you in a second. Let's take a look at Hyken's stats. At level 11, it has 39 defense and 39 special defense. It also came with a plus special attack nature, which is kind of nice for its better stat moves. Not that it's a very offensively focused Pokemon, and I don't think it gets Power Gem until pretty late. Yeah, it doesn't get Power Gem until level 46. So the minus attack nature will be a bit annoying. Oh wait, no, it gets Ancient Power earlier than that. Okay, so that's useful. Yeah, Ancient Power at level 31, but this thing isn't here to attack. This thing is here because its base defense and special defense stats are through the roof. 150 each. Its other stats are 50 across the board, but honestly, I don't mind. And if we really need it to do physical attacks, it does have Sharpen by level up, right? Right now. Yeah, more useful and all that, though, is its support moveset, which is pretty fantastic. And it's just phenomenal bulk. So yeah, that was a really lucky encounter. I really didn't think we were going to get Carbink. I thought I was going to get screwed over by getting Roggenrola, the same that I got in the place where I got where I could have found Carbink during my first Hype Walk. So yeah. on, look at this shiny new rock I found. Okay, and now after visiting there, we're gonna head on to the next island. So, real quick, I just want to check. So the next route is Route 4, which is on Akala Island. Let's see, where do we come into Akala Island? Paniola, I think it's Hee City. Or Hea, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, Hea City. Okay, I remember this coming up. So, one of the big challenges right after we enter Akala Island is that we have to face Pokemon Trainer Dexio, who has an Espeon that's pretty dangerous. So among other things, we're definitely going to want to get hiking up to a better level. And I think we're going to mostly focus on training up against Caterpie back on Route 1, just because that'll get us a lot of HP EVs, which will be very helpful. Come to think of it, we could probably even take on that one person that I've been avoiding who has a Butterfree. If we wanted to, just because quad-effective rock moves, even coming off of a poor stat, will still do a lot. And I say poor stat, like, it's a better stat, it's a better base stat than most of the rest of our team has. Real quick. Hiking. You are going to get a quick order redesign. And unfortunately, I don't know yet where we can encounter... I don't know where we can encounter, Munchlax. So let's see here, real quick. Munchlax. Okay, it is available on Route 1 in the charge area, I guess. And it's still available here in Sun and Moon. Yeah, okay. Low encounter rate, but we can find Munchlax and hopefully thief a couple of leftovers from it, because... yeah, leftovers is 100% chance. We're definitely going to want to do that. Probably not going to bother... only fighting the Caterpie. If another bug comes up, then I might check and see if it gives HP, but I know Caterpie does. And HP EVs will really help Carving to shine. What does Spinarak give? Luckily, by dodging Spinarak, we managed to avoid getting it ever, because Ariados is too tall, and Spinarak is not available anywhere else, so we don't have to worry about accidentally getting it, and we didn't need it for a dupe for anywhere. That said, attack. Okay. Actually... oh, and Grubbin. What about you? Attack. But come to think of it... I think Munchlax might be HP points. Yeah. And the area with Munchlax also has a chance to be Metapod or Caterpie. Or Leddyba, which would also be worth it considering it gives special defense points. Or Bonsly, which gives defense points. So actually that area is probably the best place to be training Carbink. And while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and teach Thief to someone. Boxer. You get to learn Thief in place of Pursuit. And Boxer, we're going to go ahead and give your Oranberry to Hiking. Just so that you don't have a held item in case we need you to do some thieving. Now the only trouble here is that there's a decent chance we accidentally, or we find a Pokemon that we can't run from. Also, we have the ability... So, Hiking has the ability Clear Body, which is really good in main game playthroughs because our opponents can't lower our stats. And I don't think it has another ability. Yeah, it was guaranteed Clear Body. Its hidden ability is Sturdy, which would have been nice, but... Could we please stop getting rats? I mean, I get it. I know I've been on a bit of a rat theme lately since we played Plague Tale, but... Once Carbink hits level 12, we'll get Smackdown, and that'll make things a bit easier. Because it'll be 100% accurate, even if it's coming off of a weak attack stat. Yeah, Carbink is not by any means an offensive powerhouse, but it is a defensive powerhouse. And just a Carbink with leftovers is enough to deal with a lot of the less oppressive offensive threats. As long as it's not carrying a Steel-type move, we have at least a decent chance. Oh, that's nice. Oh, they stole my berry. And we get to replace Rock Throw with the objectively better Smackdown. Never mind, they copy. They have that move too. Oh. I'm just making wrong turns now because of how fast I'm going. Mom, fix my shiny rock. Until we're a bit higher level, I don't think we can really take on the Bonslies consistently. Wish we had a smoke ball. I'd definitely give that to carving to make this go a little bit smoother. I'm gonna focus in on the Caterpie, because the Metapod with a few Hardens under its belt might last long enough to call a few more allies. There we go. With Smackdown, we can deal with enemies a bit more reliably since it's got 100% accuracy instead of 90%. Alright, it's nighttime, so yeah, I guess Spinarak has replaced Leddyba, so we'll never encounter a Leddyba. Yeah. We're going to have to tackle our way through this one because I'm not going to let it... I'm not going to ignore a good source of both XP and HP EVs. Not when it literally can't threaten us. I think there's like a 3 Pokemon limit. I think the most allies a Pokemon can call is 3. But I could be wrong. So I think this Caterpie is probably its last ally that is capable of calling. Oh, nope. The number of Caterpies that we've just plowed through. Okay, but seriously. Can we get a Munchlax, please? Wait, can Munchlax spawn at night? I just thought of this. Yes, it can. It's still a 5% chance. It's just not. Munchlax can, in fact, spawn at night. It's just refusing to, because why would it be nice to me? all Metapod? Always has been. Like, we're already approaching level 15 because of the number of Metapods we've fought. And yet... we still haven't gotten a single Munchlax. Unless we did and I just missed it, which is always possible. Always possible. Like, the entire reason we came to train here was because of Metapod and Caterpie and Munchlax. So can I please get a Munchlax? Before this just becomes me farming specifically for Munchlax. Oh my gosh. Cut off, you're coming in here to speed this up. Because I'm out of smackdowns. Okay. We've hit level 15. And now... I'm just gonna lead with Boxer. Boxer has the speed to run from any match it needs to. And it has the... it has Thief. So that we can thief from Munchlax when it finally shows up. And I know what y'all are thinking. 5% chance was pretty low. There were pretty long odds on Munchlax showing up to begin with. But on average, it should still show up once in every 20 encounters. And we've had way more than 20 so far. In fact, I'll be right back. I'm grabbing a granola bar. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. Guy's gotta eat, you know. I had a good-sized lunch, but I'm still hungry already. I'm just gonna try getting my encounters over here now. Finally! Slowing things down to make sure that I use Thief instead of Brick Break. Okay. We're gonna see if we can get one or two more real quick. Actually, I won't even bother because now that I know that we can get them without knocking out the Munchlax and worrying about experience. Well, okay. Let's preface this. I'm going to go ahead and get up to level 16 with my main team. And I might as well do it there while I'm checking to see if there are... while I'm checking for any Munchlax to show up. And while I am... Okay, who has the slowest level curve? I need to check this. 560, 550, 380, 350, so you've got the fastest level curve by a good margin. You're somewhere about 300. You've got the most space to go before the next level. Anyway. I guess Jean will be leading the team for the moment. We're just gonna keep farming Metapods. Oh, jeez. Wait. I just realized how much damage that did. Oh, it has Crunch? Why does it have Crunch at this level? I don't remember what game this song is from. Probably something from, Gen 3 Pokemon, but I couldn't tell you for certain what. We'll lead with Cutoff. Cutoff should be fast enough to run from anything it needs to. Oh. But we'll switch in Boxer when we have a Munchlax to take care of. yeah, luckily leftovers are really easy to source here. I forgot to turn on, the XP share. So hang on, we're gonna go and swing by the Pokemon Center. Grab our Dark type, because we'll want him ready for Dexio, who carries Psychic type Pokemon. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about Dexio, but that Espeon is pretty oppressive in the grand scheme of things, and I keep forgetting to turn on the experience share. The XP share is on. Maybe that other patch of grass just wasn't able to give us much wax. Maybe I read the thing wrong. Oh. Well, I forgot to take away the leftovers that Box already had, so that went to waste. Here we're really only interested in the stuff that gives us HP IVs, or EVs. Real quick, we're gonna change the held item on this guy. This is where we keep these crystals. So yeah. So yeah, now Romper has the ability to have an accurate attack. That's the entire reason I did that just there. And that might actually be our best approach to dealing with Dexio, is just lead with Romper, have fire off bites until his Slowpoke goes down, and then fire off a Breakneck Blitz for big damage on the Espeon, while all it can do is quick attack. Boxer, you're in. Defense Drill. Boxer at level 16. So now we probably won't bother with any more leftovers grabbing. Like, we got 3 of them. We're just gonna go and do a quick heal. Just drop Boxer in the PC. It's still a pretty good place to train up because of how many Metapod are around here. And HP EVs work for everyone. Watch, we're about to get a Munchlax encounter or something, just because that's gotta be the way that it works. Now that I'm no longer trying to get Munchlax in this grass patch, they start showing up. You know what? I'm taking Hyper Fang, and there's exactly one reason for it. Hyper Fang will give me a stronger Breakneck Blitz. Okay, that's two more of our Pokemon at level 16. Go ahead and drop them in the PC. Yes, we get to learn Draining Kiss. That's better than Fairy Wind in most ways except, PP. But, you know what? I'll take the stronger move with only 10 PP. So let's see, who's got the farthest to go now? Oh, wow, one more battle and 2 of these are going to be done. Yeah. Okay. Metapod, please. Thank you. very thoughtful of you. Oh yeah, and with leftovers, these guys can't touch us. Jean... Honestly, I don't know if you're bulky enough to use Bite. That said, I don't think Odor Sleuth is actually ever going to come up, so why not? Oh my gosh, stop. Watch as the Caterpie calls for help. And gets it. Wanted to stop at 16, but they kept showing up. Oh. Now I'm just running the wrong direction. I figure if I use Leech Seed on both of them, I might be able to time finishing them better. Could just stop, please. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I'm just not willing to run away from Caterpies. Okay, let's look at who we want on our team now. Obviously, we want our Dark type to deal with the Psychic types that I'm pretty sure we're going to have to battle the moment we get off. We want Hiking because the best Pokemon we have on the team right now. And we want Cutoff because it's the second best Pokemon we have on the team right now. Beyond that, there's some freedom, but I think we're going to take Boxer. I think we'll leave Tiny Tim in the box a bit for now. Try not to not Tiny Tim, that's me. I think we'll leave Short in the box for now. Try not to expose him to too much risk. So I guess we'll just bring Camo. Camo, Tiny Tim, and Romper are the easiest among our teammates right now for us to lose if we have to lose a Pokemon, so... we'll roll with that. give you a citrus berry because your health is high enough. And we'll give you... Actually, we'll just go ahead and give you Phytinium Z. In case we just need an absolutely massive fighting type move. Okay. It was supposed to be funny. Olivia and Mallow. So I believe Olivia is the Grand Kahuna of this, or the Island Kahuna here. Mallow is one of the trial captains. Trials. Okay. And just like that, we're here on a new island. What's this place? Another one of these airports. Oh, hello. I guess it's a ferry terminal. It looks like an airport. Hee City. Oh, wait for it. Just look at me. I'm gorgeous. So that's the guy who lets us change our Pokemon's nicknames. Nice, nice. And there's Lily. I feel like I could say that every few seconds, but... Oh, one thing. Cosmog there, and its evolved form Cosmom are Pokemon that we can get, and they are a legal encounter. Normally, I wouldn't go for legendary Pokemon, but as I can't evolve it into Solgaleo, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So yes, this thing is legal because it's completely useless. Okay, so that guy wants me to find and catch a QQ Mewtwo. Ah, jeez, Oh, that's Dexio. So I think these guys were back in Gen 6, but they were kind of just a footnote. Wait, I can just refuse the battle? Corsola. Another legal encounter, one of a decent number of water types that are actually good. Okay, so I guess there are a couple of TMs for sale here. There we go. So we got Light Screen, Protect, Safeguard, Reflect, and Aura Veil. I want to double check where, if we pick up the TM for Protect for free anywhere. Because we can totally afford it, but... Nope, just from the Pokemart here. So that's a really useful move in this game because of Z moves. We can try and force the opponent to waste their Z move into our Protect, so it'll do less damage. As far as that goes, Protect is definitely worth grabbing. And you know what? We'll get Reflect and Light Screen too, because those are both good moves for hiking to use. Okay, so I do have to battle Dexio. So let's just double check his setup. I just want to make sure I know what level... Okay, his Espeon is level 16. Oh, and I guess Pokemon Trainer Cena is also an opponent. So I have to battle both of them. Her Glaceon could also be a bit tricky. That said, that matchup is made a lot easier by hiking, whereas I don't have as many good responses to the Espeon, so... Yeah. Everyone got their held items, and got their berries, good, okay. So yeah. Luckily, this thing only has Confusion and Water Gun, so it won't be doing much damage to us, regardless of if we miss. Yeah, I mean, we're not the bulkiest, so it could be risky, but... Okay, we got through that. So that's a 160 base power Breakneck Blitz boosted by Guts, or boosted by Hustle. First Z move in the run. Romper surrounded itself with Z power and unleashed its Z move, Breakneck Blitz. Oh my gosh. Oh, and we got a critical hit for good measure. I don't know if that mattered, but didn't hurt. Okay, we got a free heal. And now are we going to be forced to battle Cena? Zygarde. Okay, for some reason we don't have a battle with Cena. I wonder why it's showing up over here. Well, I ain't complaining. Just as happy to go on my way. Route 4 is our next destination. We'll probably only go for a little bit longer. So we've been going for a little over 3 hours. And I got some stuff I want to get to today. Let's see. We'll lead with Cutoff. Shift Romper to the back. Actually, I should take a close look at this route real quick to make sure I know what I might encounter. So, in Pokemon Sun, the encounters on this route Pokemon Sun, on this route, we can encounter Lillipup. I think Mudbray is too tall. We've already got Pick-a-Peck. Igglybuff. Young Goose, we've already got. Grubbin. It doesn't look like there are different sections, so it seems like that's the entire list of encounters. None of those are great. If I had to choose, I would probably go for either Igglybuff or Grubbin. Grubbin evolves into an electric type at level 20. Gets access to an electric type move pretty early. Basically, it would be helpful into the water type trial, which is the next one. So that would be nice. At the same time, Igglybuff is decent because it can also evolve once, and Normal Fairy is a decent typing. If we give Jigglypuff and a Violite, it'll be usable at least. Sadly, the most likely encounter is Lillipup, which can't evolve even once, and doesn't really bring anything to the table. But if we get it, it'll trigger a Dupes in a couple of locations, so it's still kind of worth it. That said, I don't see any reason to delay the encounter. I see absolutely no reason to delay getting our encounter here and just catching it. So let's lead with Camo so that we can get off a nice early Stun Spore to help with the capture. And of course we got a Lillipup. Okay, well, it's another sacrificial Pokemon. I'm sorry, Lillipup, but if you evolve, you get too tall. We don't like tall Pokemon here. Oh, I've still got the XP share on? Dang it. Let's see, what name will I go with here? Yeah, why not? And we're just gonna go ahead and send you to the box. You're offering nothing that we really need right now, so bye. Yeah. Not really a surprise that we got Lillipup there. The odds were pretty high. Accidentally wandered into a match with a Collector. So, Collector Brian has a Munchlax and a Bagon. We can take that. Munchlax, we'll go ahead and swap in Boxer. And just cut loose with our Z-Power. Also, I once again forgot to turn off XP share. Oh, Board is evolving! Nice! Did Board have a chance to evolve a... Does it not evolve until... Oh. Doesn't evolve until 17. Well, anyway. I guess we'll take it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any good reason not to evolve it, but it'll have to wait a little bit before it runs Bubble Boom, but... Should have slowed down while going through this route anyway. Adrenaline Orb. So we can use that to make a Pokemon try and call an ally, I believe. That was a bit on the tricky side. Maggle. Yeah, I should check what berries we've gotten access to since the last place. Oh, I really should have looked at what's happening in this town. He's going to challenge me to a battle, isn't he? Neola Town. Funnily enough, there's a place called Pikachu Valley in Pokemon Sun that we get access to there. But anyway, Neola Town. Is this a Halfite? It is a Halfite, and he's got a Torracat. It's carrying Normalium Z. Luckily, I've got a really solid counter into that. So yeah, his Pikachu is still the bigger issue. And luckily I'm leading with an electric type, so that simple, or a grass type, so that helps. Leech Seed. Leech Seed and Mega Drain should be plenty here. And then with Torracat, instead of switching into board, we're going to switch into hiking. Dang, he has a 4-Pokemon team here in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. He's picked up a Noibat and an Eevee by this point. Okay, so he's sending this in. I'm baiting a fire-type move, so my best bet is to go into hiking. And now he'll probably go for his Z move, but that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, maybe he won't go for his Z move. I know he's carrying a Normalium Z. There isn't a question on that. Oh, look at those defenses. Anyway, you know what? After that rival fight, we might call it. And next time we'll pick up with some exploration around town here. So yeah, I'll let my character stare aggressively into the camera. And that's where we're gonna leave it. I'm going to save on stream while I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that went pretty well. We made it through another trial. We got a few more encounters, including one Pokemon with high enough defensive stats to carry us through most matches right now. In the shape of hiking, which is really helpful. So yeah, our next big challenge is going to be the water type challenge. And unfortunately, we do have to wait a little bit, I think, before we can get a hold of QQ Mewtwo. We might not, I'm not certain, but that's going to be our next really strong encounter. Again, a really solid defensive Pokemon will help us a lot. Just in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, we'll have to pass through Paniola Ranch, which sadly doesn't have much of anything in the way of encounters for us. It looks like we get a gift Eevee that will probably just wind up boxing forever. As we get farther along, we'll make our way towards the water-type trial. And there are a few Pokemon that we can get along the way, mainly for getting dupes on various things, so should be alright. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. This is off to a decent start. It really sucks that we got a hold of, that we lost our Drifloon, because I had high hopes for that one. Again, Drifloon was one of my main Pokemon through my last Height Lock. It's just so good. But we took an unfortunate crit. So anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll check and see if there's anyone to raid, since we're actually at a time of day when there might be. Oh, it looks like Biony is there. Yeah, we can drop a raid on Meow. Hold up, I'm just gonna go ahead and open up the stream on my end so that I'll actually be able to tell what's going on when we get in there, but yeah. /raid Biony JR. Biony Jr. Drop a raid there. She's playing some Minecraft. Got a bunch of people on the server coming in. Should be a fun time. And next week we'll pick back up with more of the Height Lock. I'm still really excited to see how this one goes. Again, it's going to be hard, but it should be good, and we'll get to use a lot of fun Pokemon, which is kind of the main thing. So, okay, we got a raid happening. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and I hope to see you next time. Later, folks.